In this video, we're going to talk about the 10 worst foods for diabetes that you should avoid. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for our future updates. Trying to keep your blood sugar levels under control? Keep these 10 foods to a minimum or avoid them entirely to maintain your health and avoid issues. Number 10. Skip sugary foods like sweets and soda. Low-quality carbs are defined as foods that are predominantly composed of refined sugar, such as numerous desserts, candies, and soda. In addition to being nutritionally devoid, these meals might induce a rapid rise in your blood sugar level if consumed in large quantities. They can also cause weight gain and loss difficulties. Refined carbs are known to boost blood sugar levels. Your body then creates more insulin in order to lower your blood sugar levels. Insulin is a hormone that promotes fat storage. Your body transforms the carbohydrates into fat and stores it in various locations such as your buttocks, your thighs, tummy, and hips when there is more insulin in circulation. Fruits such as apples, berries, pears, and oranges are great alternatives to sweets. These high-quality carbs have a significant amount of fiber, which helps to slow down the absorption of glucose, making them a far better choice for blood sugar regulation than other carbohydrates. Combining fruit with a high-protein food like peanut butter will help you maintain healthier blood sugar levels even longer. Number 9. Sip on flavored seltzer rather than fruit juice. Unlike whole fruits, which contain a high concentration of fiber and are considered healthy carbs for people with diabetes, fruit juice is not. When it comes to juice, especially 100% fruit juice, people with diabetes should avoid it. Yet fruit juice has more vitamins and minerals than soda and other sugary beverages. However, the problem is that juices contain concentrated levels of fruit sugar, which causes your blood sugar to jump quickly after drinking them. Furthermore, drinking fruit juice does not provide the same level of satisfaction as eating a piece of fruit because juice does not include the same amount of fiber that's present in whole fruit. Drinking zero-calorie plain or naturally flavored seltzer water with a squeeze of lemon or lime will keep you cool and refreshed all day. Infusing water with cucumber and mint is also a refreshing option. Number 8. Snack on fresh fruit instead of dried fruit. Although dried fruit contains fiber and several minerals, the dehydration process removes the water, making it simpler to consume more of it. Consider how many more raisins you can eat than grapes in a single sitting. When compared to a cookie, munching on raisins or dried apricots is more beneficial to your health. However, it will still cause your blood sugar to spike. If you want to avoid dry fruit, opt instead for whole fruit that are high in fiber and produce a lower and slower rise in blood glucose. But be sure to eat fruit when your blood glucose isn't already at its highest. Number 7. Replace white carbs with whole grains. Refined carbohydrates such as white rice and anything produced with white flour, such as white bread and pasta, are among the worst offenders on the low-quality carb list. Once your body begins to absorb these white carbs, they behave very much like sugar, which means they'll raise your blood glucose levels significantly. Whole grains such as brown or wild rice, barley, oatmeal, high-fiber cereals, and whole grain breads can be substituted for white carbohydrates to provide carbs that break down more slowly and have a less dramatic influence on blood sugar levels. Number 6. Favor low-fat over full-fat dairy. You've probably heard that saturated fats found in dairy products can elevate your LDL cholesterol and put you at risk for heart disease. Saturated fats, on the other hand, may present yet another severe concern for diabetics. Evidence suggests that eating a high saturated fat diet can increase insulin resistance. Full-fat dairy products manufactured with whole milk, such as cream, full-fat yogurt, ice cream, cream cheese, and other full-fat cheeses should be avoided as much as possible. Instead, look for low-fat or fat-free dairy products. According to the American Heart Association, everyone should consume no more than 5 to 6% of their total calories from saturated fat, and people with diabetes should follow this advice even more strictly. So, if you eat a 2,000 calorie a day, saturated fat accounts for about 120 calories or 13 grams. Number 5. Opt for lean proteins over fatty cuts of meat. High-fat cuts of meat, such as ordinary ground beef, bologna, hot dogs, sausage, bacon, and ribs, should be limited or avoided by people with diabetes, since like full-fat dairy, they're high in saturated fats. Saturated fats in meat raise cholesterol and promote inflammation throughout the body. and they can put people with diabetes at an even higher risk of heart disease than the general population because their risk is already high due to diabetes. Choose lean proteins such as skinless chicken and turkey, fish and shellfish, pork tenderloin, and lean beef instead of fatty cuts of meat. When buying ground beef, make sure it's at least 92% lean and 8% fat. Number 4. Limit packaged snacks and baked goods. Packaged snacks and baked items such as chips, pretzels, crackers, cookies, donuts, and snack cakes often contain toxic trans fats in addition to all the sugar, junky white flour, sodium, and preservatives. Trans fats boost your risk of heart disease by raising your bad LDL cholesterol and lowering your good HDL cholesterol. They're also riskier than saturated fats, particularly for people with diabetes, who are already at a higher risk of heart disease. In fact, especially if you have diabetes, there's no safe quantity of trans fat that you can safely consume. The good news is that trans fat are now displayed on food labels directly below saturated fats, making it easier to avoid them. Look for labels that say 0 grams trans fat, but keep in mind that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration allows items with less than 0.5 grams to claim 0 grams, so they might not be completely devoid of trans fats. Make sure that the product doesn't contain any partially hydrogenated oils, which are a major source of trans fats, by looking at the ingredients list. Salmon and other fatty fish, as well as nuts, seeds, avocados, and oil and canola oil, are high in beneficial fats. Number 3. Forget about eating oily, breaded, fried foods. You may have a weakness for fried foods such as French fries, fried chicken, and potato chips, but in the long term, satisfying this demand in a healthier way will be better for your health. Fried meals absorb a lot of oil, which means they have a lot of extra calories, and many of them are breaded first, which increases the calories even more. Overdoing oily foods can lead to weight gain and blood sugar imbalances. Not only do these foods boost blood sugar at first, but they can also keep it high for a long time. Because fat takes longer to digest, blood sugar levels remain elevated. To make matters even worse, several items are deep-fried in trans fat-laden hydrogenated oils. Number 2. Avoid alcohol or drink only in moderation. Be sure to check with your doctor before you indulge in a cocktail or even a glass of wine with dinner to ensure that drinking alcohol is healthy for you, as alcohol might interfere with your blood sugar levels. According to the American Diabetes Association, if you do drink, do it in moderation. According to most sources, moderation is defined as no more than 1 serving per day for a woman and no more than 2 servings per day for a man. A normal serving in the United States consists of 5 ounces of wine, 12 ounces of beer, or 1.5 ounces of distilled liquor. Both diabetes medication and alcohol are metabolized by the liver, says the doctor. It's possible this double whammy is too much for your liver. If you're using insulin, it's possible that it will induce low blood sugar, especially if you're drinking and eating little. Number 1. Skip sweeteners that spike your blood sugar. People have a tendency to believe that natural sweeteners such as honey are acceptable, but the body does not distinguish between sugars. It simply recognizes that it's sugar. Despite the fact that these are natural sugars, they nonetheless induce a surge in blood sugar. The goal is to learn to appreciate food for its natural flavor and to gradually reduce the amount of added sugar consumed. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notifications before leaving. Thanks so much for watching us.